Welcome to another version of the Independence. We talk about what's going down up in this wrestling business. Hosted by the boss, his name is Cody Fleming. That's the homeboy. Go home, boy, before you get evicted. We about to get it on. Your boy Josh Harper, the favorite in a row. The real deal, Hill, Lady Bills is a beast with the mouthpiece. Talk dumb and up on the floor. Tell me when to go. Every week we do this. Hit him with a little bit of sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like Brutus. The barber and Aaron Orion, M.I.W. go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news.
Welcome to episode 42 of MIW. For the first time in a while, we have wrestling results.
Yay! Yes, we do. We have results from the Horror Slam show from an undisclosed location. It was, in fact, a benefit for Wyatt. We talked to Aaron Orion last night a little bit, and, his son had a tumor the size of a golf ball removed, and it's cancerous, and he's going through treatments and all that stuff. So, make sure you look down in the description for a link to donate for that as well. But first, we have to take care of business. I want to remind everyone that MIW, Rasslin Rage, and a whole bunch of ever-growing content can be found on Podbean. Podbean is our home for our podcast, which is our audio content, and there is a link in the description so you can find all that great content. There is also a link for a free month of Podbean. A free month of Podbean for you.
How much is that?
Free $99.
Whew, that's a good price.
Ain't it though? It's a free month to have your own podcast, but it's also a free month of unlimited hosting on Podbean. Unlimited. That means you can have as much content as your little heart desires.
That's why we did it.
That's exactly why we did it.
I mean, free and unlimited. That's a good month.
Amen.
Hey, since you're watching, how you doing? You having a good day? Do me a favor if you could. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. If it's red, you didn't hit it yet. If it's gray, thanks. I'm glad you listened to us when we say that. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and, ring that bell too. Because when you ring that bell, it keeps you up to date with everything that R2 YouTube has to offer. Okay, if you didn't watch the Johnny Delicious interview last week, do yourself a favor. Watch that interview, because anytime Johnny Delicious talks, it's fantastic. I mean, Cody's there too, but Johnny Delicious is awesome.
Wow.
If you hit that bell, then it's going to keep you up to date and give you alerts for all the different interviews, all the different matches. On Tuesdays, it tells you when MIW is coming on. And Sundays at 8 p.m., it'll give you a reminder. Rasslin Rage is going live. So you can join us in the live chat. Have fun there.
You know what, Dan? I think what it is, he's giving them pokes at me. It's for me throwing him under the bus when I did that interview with the Dread King.
That was funny. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I'll enjoy it more when I see the video of them knocking on a door.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Now, if you don't know about the super secret Horror Slam show, that's just because, well, you weren't cool enough to get the invite. So, I didn't want to, but these guys are gonna make me graciously give you guys the results. All right, we're gonna do that for you. I didn't want to, but hey, they like you.
We will also be continuing our journey into the champions in Michigan indie wrestling. Tonight, because we're giving results from Horror Slam, we thought it'd be the best time to review their champions as well.
Yep. But before we get into that, we need to thank the sponsors. And our sponsors, of course, are BCWA and Happy Harper. BCWA can be found on Facebook at GoBCWA, or you can look up their website, which is GoBCWA.com. That's so simple, Danny can do it. So now we also have another sponsor, which is me, Happy Harper. Happy Harper has over 25 different flavors that you can choose from. Or if you go to the Facebook page, you can find all the different videos that might give you a good chuckle, give you an idea of flavors you might like. And that can be found on Facebook at Happy Harper Ice Cream. So, I mean, let's get to the wrestling.
Horror Slam held Undisclosed Location 3 on Saturday, June 13th. This event was held as a fundraiser for Aaron Orion's son. We spoke about it at the beginning of the show. Wyatt had a tumor the size of a golf ball removed from his brain. Unfortunately, the biopsy came back as it was cancerous. There's a GoFundMe or a PayPal address you can donate to. You can find both of those down in the description. Hey, go check it out. If you can't give, at least give it a share.
Absolutely. They raised over $2,000 according to the results given to us. I know that Aaron Orion said when it was all said and done, it was about $5,000 with this, all the merch sales and donations and the bottle drives and all that crazy stuff that went on. So that's a lot of money. But there's always room for more because these medical bills are not cheap.
Absolutely.
But because it was such a great show and it was a great event, we're giving you the results.
The first up that we have is Atlas Hightower defeated Kenny Urban.
Yeah, that's he didn't run the ring on that one, huh?
No, he defeated him, so he did run the
Oh,
ring.
he did run the ring. Oh, look at me. Look at me getting my hater rate on. You hear they don't come out.
Next up, we have a rematch from the Dread Queen show. Josh, Cody, and I got the privilege of being part of that, the first one. We had a good time for sure. The Dread King Logan came out on top over Ace Evans. If it was anything like that first one we saw, these guys beat each other's brains in.
Yeah, most likely.
Now, have you seen the picture? I mean, Dread King might have won that, but have you seen the picture of Ace Evans' foot upside the Dread King's head?
Kicked in the face of Peril.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is why he wants to knock on your door, is because you talk shit. Not because I throw you under the bus, because you talk shit.
And he's not coming alone.
But he's your homeboy. You're supposed to protect me. I'm your homeboy too.
He's my personal homeboy.
Listen, if them two are coming, him and Danhausen, if they're coming, and it's got to be one of the three of us, and they're knocking on your door, listen, I'll see nothing.
If they come, I'm not going to be in the house.
I'm not going to be in the house.
He's going to throw Brittany in front of the door. He runs on the back.
Oh, Listen to this. All right, back to the show, gentlemen. Hot Percy Drews defeated Brian Conville, Tyreek Kalam, Rod Lee, Jarris Gray in a 5-way fray when Percy pinned Brian Conville for the win.
So we know this was not sucker free.
I mean, hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Hot Percy Drews. Hot.
The next match we have Tanner Nix defeated the headhunter Royce Carney III. Now, if you go looking online, because you can find a lot of parts and snippets of the different matches, although Tanner Nix won this match, he did not walk away unscathed. RC3 put a beating on him after the match was over.
We've got to see RC3 start evolving and turning into his own man in the ring. And it's just a matter of time before he starts laying fists into people's faces really good.
Well, we'll see. He's got a legacy behind him, and he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders, man. And
that's big shoes to fill.
Exactly. You know, people are going to look at you a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? They're going to expect more out of you than what they expect out of somebody else.
If he follows in the bloodline now, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then next up, what do we got here, Danny?
We got Peter B. Beautiful defeated Jocelyn Navarro, Alex Gates in a triple threat match to become the Divine Women's Champion.
What?
Don't hate.
I'm not hating, but how? But
He beat up 2 chicks. They got in his way.
Really? Nothing? You got nothing over there? You got nothing? He's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Got nothing.
All right. And then next up, we got Cobra Troy Alexander defeated RC3. He's not having a good night, was he? That's two L's in the night. At least he had 2 matches, though.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
We had Briar Wellington and Chin Strap Jesus Kyle Burnett with Jeremiah Goldman.
Barrett. Kyle Barrett.
What'd I say?
You said Barnett, something like that.
Yeah, this ain't the ice cream show.
Oh, sorry. They defeated Mitch Hewitt, Sean Lawhorn with the Guru in a tag team match.
What?
So that's a win for 24K Productions.
What?
Wow.
What? It's rigged.
What?
It was rigged.
No.
Listen,
no.
the
The Guru probably made it so that they weren't in the right frame of mind to win. They might have had a fun time.
Whoa, whoa,
but
whoa,
someone else
whoa,
was focused on the win.
whoa,
Listen,
whoa.
they were blinded. They were probably blinded by Goldman's outfit.
Whoa.
If there were any vision problems, it had nothing to do with Goldman's outfit.
Back it up. Back it
Maybe
up.
it's
Back it
combination.
up. Back it up.
You
Back it up. Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right.
Can you restate what you said about the Guru making it? What did you say about that? His
They
own
probably weren't in the right frame of mind to focus on the victory. And that's why they didn't win. 24K Productions make sure that they're focused on the victory. I'm saying if the Guru's your manager, you might be a little bit more focused on getting Popeyes after the match.
Okay, I'll give you that one. All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. He smoked some big blunts, that's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, next up, Chuck Stein defeats Aiden Blackheart in a Wyandotte street fight.
What's a Wyandotte street fight?
I think it's like a street fight anywhere else, but if Chuck Stein's involved, it probably had a baseball bat with barbed wire on it.
Well, duh.
It probably some needles.
I mean, yeah,
I
like
watch so much stuff in deathmatch, but someone they do the needles.
yeah. I really want to know if there's a difference between, say, like a Detroit street fight compared to a Wyandotte street fight. Like,
Maybe
I
it's
think
a
the
little-
biggest difference is that Detroit street fights happen in Detroit, and Wyandotte street fights happen in Wyandotte.
that is is that in fact the biggest difference?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You fucking dick. Anyways, there was 9 matches when we're to the 9th one. It was the main event, of course, right? The big one of the night. We talked about it earlier. It was a fundraiser for Aaron Orion's son, Wyatt. Wyatt Strong, hashtag Wyatt Strong. There's t-shirts available. I'm not sure where you can purchase those, but I'm sure if you get a hold of Jack Price, you can probably find some. But the main event was a Death Threat Army 2v2 verse 1 scramble match. It was Alex Weir and Adam Wick together against Tommy Vendetta and Jack Price and Isaiah Bronner.
Now, normally I would say 2 versus 1 is not a fair fight, but I mean, Isaiah Bronner's got his tag team partner right here.
You know what? I'm a believer.
That would be a couple partners, dude.
In all reality, yeah, that's unfair. Because Isaiah Bronner had like 8 people on his team.
That's unfair.
But-
Isaiah
yeah,
Bronner
but
had-
now, come on,
he's got 2
hold on.
fists. They count
Hold
as
on.
one person.
But Tommy Vendetta
It's crazy.
is finally off his leash. Out of his house, off his leash.
Did you guys watch the interview I did with Tommy?
Of course.
Did you see where I talk about Spinal Tap, where, they talk about the dial? They're like, most of them have 10. This one's got 11. And Tommy Vendetta's like 13.
Yeah,
right.
He is,
Absolutely.
because he is insane, dude. The dude is just absolutely nuts.
what?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I'm betting that there's a hole or a path that was paced off in his parents' house. I promise you, there's like a divot from him pacing back and forth. And can you imagine when he finally got a call? Time to go to work, Tommy.
Yeah, he's probably.
Now you're asking what's wrong with him. I mean, he does the move where he does the like flip and hits the other person with the back and then flips back on his feet. And on his Facebook, he's always saying he's surprised he hasn't landed on his head in a while. There's what's wrong with him. He hadn't practiced for a while. And I'm sure every time he did it, he's like, wow, this doesn't hurt as much anymore.
Right. Oh,
And you know what? If they can fix what's wrong with him, dope. I love watching him wrestle.
Going back to the when you were talking about the shirts. Listen, if they go to Facebook or if they go to Face Kicked Apparel, they can find the shirts there, the Wyatt Strong shirts.
Oh,
They should
okay.
be able to find them there.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you. Now it's going to be time to get into the champions of Horror Slam.
Happiest Harper, a cinnamon dream. I bring you an ice that'll sure make you scream. Demon of fire and cold from above.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast fireball.
I mean, I know it's role playing, but can we do a little more play and a little less role?
All right.
Okay.
So let's see. That's 12, 13, 18. That's 24 points of damage to make you a happy Harper.
It's time where we cover the champions of Horror Slam. We've covered 6 other promotions so far. This would be the 7th. We found it fitting because we covered the results of Horror Slam tonight. So tonight we will also go over the champions. We continue our journey into the champions of Michigan indie wrestling. First up, we have the new, as we discussed earlier, the new Divine Women's Champion, Peter B. Beautiful. Peter B. beat Jocelyn Navarro over the weekend at Undisclosed Location number 3.
Current tag team champions are the Dark Kingdom, the Dread King Logan, and Asmodeus. The Dark Kingdom defeated the Detroit Punks, Mitch Hewitt, and Sean Lawhorn on January 17th.
Do we know the name of what that show was in January?
No, he doesn't.
It was Deathmatch Apocalypse 2020.
Deathmatch Apocalypse. Oh, sorry.
That was a good match. It was a great match. If you got to watch it live, if you can find it, watch it. But an even better match was when Jeff King is the current Horror Slam heavyweight champion. Jeff King defeated MM3 to combine the interim Horror Slam heavyweight championship with the traditional Horror Slam championship belt. And Jeff King versus MM3 for the combining of those belts was a knockdown, drag out, bloody match. If you can find that, watch it. At the end of it, Jeff King was just, it's like someone turned a faucet on and he was just pouring blood out.
Is there ever a match that he doesn't pour blood out?
That's very true, but this is the worst I've ever seen Jeff King. He got like real pale. He couldn't really stand too much after the match. It was,
every time I see that dude, he's bleeding.
Listen,
right.
What I want to go back to is the fact that you putting the bad mouth on the Dread King again.
Yep.
Why you got to point that out? See, this is what I'm talking
That's
about.
why I was shaking my head. I was like, dude, you wonder why. You just talk all this shit.
Well, and
You
not
couldn't
just
say
not
I
just
said
the
something
Dread
good about
King.
Jeff King.
Well, not
Did-
just the Dread King, but Asmodeus too.
I would like to put this out there right now. I would never, ever, ever, ever say anything bad about the Dark Lord Asmodeus. Never. And I would also like to point out the fact that the reason that Cody and Danny know how to properly say Asmodeus' name is because of me. Like I'm not messing with a third entity that needs to come to my house.
Anyways, moving on. Next champion is the Deathmatch champion, the Horror Slam Deathmatch champion, and it is held by this dude, Schlack. This dude is an absolute pit bull, and he's somebody that I don't necessarily want to mess with.
No.
He is as wide with muscles as he is actually tall. He's just huge. Like when you say Schlack, you got to puff out your chest and try to make your shoulders as wide as you can.
I think we'd have to stand. I think we'd all have to stand shoulder to shoulder.
Schlack.
Right.
I am Schlack.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest men I've seen.
That dude is huge.
Huge.
He's like a freaking
Yes.
pit bull. I watched a match with him and Matt Tremont a while back, dude.
Ooh.
Dude's just insane, dude. But he is the current death match champion for Horror Slam. So
For a
that's
reason.
that's right, and that's all the champions of Horror Slam right now. Horror Slam's doing these undisclosed location shows. There's another one coming up this Friday, the 16th.
We might have different champions for all we know.
Was it the 16th? This Friday?
That sounds right.
Is it?
Yeah.
16th?
No, because 16th is tomorrow.
Oh,
The 19th.
19th.
19.
The 19th, and it's going to be in an undisclosed location, but from what I'm hearing, it's going to be really close to us.
I'm going.
There you go. Is that? Oh, because we're going to be somewhere super duper on Sunday.
Super duper.
Super duper.
They're not cool enough for that one, right, Danny?
Hey, nobody's cool enough for that one.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Badlands of Horror Slam. If you get a chance to go to an undisclosed location, now you can go and you know the who's who and the what's what.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up, the subscribe, and the bell button to get everything that we're putting on here. And join us on Sundays for Rasslin Rage Live. Look down in the description for the Podbean links and our sponsors. And hey, once again, if you can, man, help Wyatt out. At least with the share. If you can do nothing else, man, the share is always appreciated also.
Absolutely. Thanks to our sponsors, Happy Harper, BCWA, and the most important sponsor of all, you. Thanks for joining us. For MIDub, we will catch you on the flip side. And don't forget to catch us on Sunday for Rasslin Rage on r2youtube.com. That's the letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. See ya.
Bye.
Peace.
I wanna ride.